Do you like my new intro, guys? Do you know
The
what it is?
madman.
Celebration, my madman. Um, guys, Liam here again with Chris and Francisco. It has been a wild day. We've got that
Oh,
recovery. We're on the road to recovery, and that's what we've named the stream. 6.86% up. We're 1.85% up after hours. We're now at 45.20. Guys, how are we feeling?
Excited,
Chris.
happy. Love the fact that it's Friday. It's great recovery. At the beginning of the week, everyone's like, "Oh no, we need to sell everything," and now we're all celebrating. If you held on, if you got those diamond hands, congratulations. That's why you do the research. That's why you get the conviction, and that's what we're here for, to remind you that one day is not going to change everything. It's the long term. Step away, look at the forest, not focus on the tree. But yeah, happy Friday, everybody. Happy to be here. Francisco, how you doing there, my friend? How you feeling?
I'm feeling better than yesterday. Tell you that. We feel a little bit happier today after that pullback, which, like, I think we talked about a few things last night. We talked about the interest rates. I think some people thought they was already baked in. I'm like, oh no way. If we get anything from Powell, even like a small news of anything, a hint of a rate cut, we're gonna go up. And sure enough, we did went up. And I didn't know it was gonna come that quick and that fast. I wish like I had a little bit of time. I was trying to time it. I did add it on the way down, a couple of hundred shares here and there every day. But I mean, I
Oh,
wish I did add it more. But I'm happy because I mean, when we went down, I was down a lot. I was down like I'm not gonna tell you guys how much, but it was painful to see my brokerage account to the end.
That's
It
why I
was
put that up
six
on.
figures, six figures.
Oh my god. That's why I put that up on X there yesterday. I said, look, we're all calling for it to go lower so we can accumulate more, but at the same time, we're all hoping that the stock goes up quickly. So
It is
look,
funny, huh, how that
we're
happens.
never happy. Put it that way.
We're
But no, I'm feeling so much happy today. Francisco, Redwire, 4.6% up. Needs a
oh man,
lot bigger of a recovery than Rocket Lab.
dude, our
Um,
plan didn't work. Our strategy was perfect if freaking that CEO of Redwire would have freaking like hit the points instead of saying the dude needed to be more confident. Maybe we would be at least better than 9, and that our strategy would have played out to where we could have used that money to buy more Rocket Lab and then buy Rocket Lab at 38. That was my strategy. It didn't work. Sometimes it doesn't work. But the plan was buy Redwire. Maybe we got some news on the call, sell it, and wait for Rocket Lab to pull back. And I mean, the plan was there. It's just Redwire never came through. But whatever. It is what it is. Maybe now we got to sit and wait.
guys, you know mine and Francisco's romance with Redwire. Um, we were constantly buying and selling, trying to make money. And then, we were sort of letting the balls hang. And we went a little bit too deep. And
you were
got
what?
caught.
Now say that again. You were letting what hang?
We let the balls hang. And
That's my brother. That's my brother. Love it.
but no, guys, how are we feeling today? Are we excited? Chat, do let me know. GG, it's time. It certainly is time. Nerd in the box, what's up? Vaccine C, you're knocking on 3K. Guys, I actually want to share my screen here. We are knocking on 3K. It's been a
We are
nice
going to hit
journey.
3K tonight, guys. With your help, with
You
your
want to hit 3K
generosity,
tonight?
we should. We're 14 away, guys. Come on, we can do that tonight. That's easy, man. You guys do us a favor. We don't ask this. I don't think. Well, I don't. I've never asked. Liam may have, but man, share this on your X. We need 14 people. 3K 14 should be nothing. That'd be fun. We could hit 3K tonight together as a group. It's Friday. We're gonna try and be laid back, chill out, have some fun, and that'd be a great milestone. We can all celebrate it together because without you guys, we're nothing. So you're a part of it. So thanks again for joining in, especially on a Friday. I'm sure there's other things you could be doing on a Friday. I'd rather be doing nothing else. I'm on the river, as you can see, loving life as always. And yeah, up and down week, but we finished strong. We should all be smiling right now.
Nah, it is a great week. And then SpongeBob, hey guys. Joel Williams, nice little pump and rocket app today. So much for $35. Yeah, we were actually talking about that pre-stream, guys. That's why we were a little bit late. We were all scratching our heads. What went wrong?
Can't time it. Yeah.
You cannot time the market. You really can't. And look, big shout out to Chimp. Chimp actually reached out to me early on the day and said he shared his post that look, sometimes you do get it wrong. Technicals do get it wrong. Look, no hard feelings. He goes.
Bro, you know what Chimp told me?
Helping.
We love Chimp.
No,
we
listen
love
to this.
Chimp.
Chimp told me yesterday, bro, before when the market closed, we're hitting 45 tomorrow. And I'm like, are you sure? I'm going to put all my money. I'm going to buy clothes right now. And I didn't. But the motherfucker was right. I'm sorry. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? That shit went to 45, like on the money. I'm like, damn. I should have listened to Chimp. He was on the money right at 45. I'm like, fuck, man.
Well, that big whale that put in the 67
bro.
million.
But
that
he
was
told
me.
me that before. He told me that before the market closed, though, like before all that happened.
Before that even happened.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Then I was actually speaking to Brett today. Brett said, the speculation that it could have been between two investment firms, and that's why they done it after hours so it wouldn't rock the market. But all we know is that 67 million transaction did take place. Stepchild, big shout out to you. Nerds loving the money. GY Kiwi, big up my guy. Brett, thank you so much for it.
Funny thing, GY Kiwi and I was having a conversation with GY Kiwi on X. Same thing with like Johnny and Chris about, because on the last weekend I was looking into the Chips Act and like the money, and I found out that there's $6.2 billion left in the fund, and I was looking into it and like how can Rocket Lab possibly get some of that money for Geos. And GY Kiwi was like, man, you're gonna send me down the rabbit hole, like looking for stuff. And he was looking, and we was having fun with that yesterday. I mean, we even mentioned it during the live, and I'm like, bro, there's some money, that there's something, we should be able to get it. And I even said it, that I think that Geos acquisition might be the best acquisition of Rocket Lab, even more than Solero. I don't know. I put him like right there.
Yeah, you did say that yesterday.
Yeah, how often do we do that though on this live? Is we come up with some crazy ideas and people are like, "You're an idiot. That's never going to happen." And like sometimes within a day, or sometimes it takes a week or two or a month. But we do our research, man. We do this. We have some of the best guests. We have some of the best intel because we get it from you guys. We don't get it from all of ourselves. Pat yourself on the back. Happy Friday. Grab a beer, grab your coffee. We're here to celebrate. We're here to celebrate all of our accomplishments and all of the input that you guys give us to help us be here. Look, we got only 10 more.
And for me, I want to say, like,
how close are we getting that 3,000? How close are we now?
Hasn't moved. 2986. Guys, do smash the subscribe button. We are going to hit 3,000 tonight. We're going to celebrate. Great day. We are up 6%, and we're close to that 2% after hours. How's the chat feeling about Monday? Do you think it was an overreaction today? Do you think we are going to get that pull back again? Or do you think we're just going to climb from here?
I don't know. You heard at the Trump, like when he was talking, everybody's waiting for 12 o'clock. And next thing you know, I think because Powell has some great news, I think they went with the plan B. I think plan A was to smash Powell and like go a whole different route. But since Powell came through with the cut news, like Trump and the administration went with plan B, and they took a little bit to set up and brought the FIFA guy. Everybody's like, what the heck is this? is this the big announcement? Like, are we talking about FIFA now? But during the FIFA thing, I'm like, are you kidding me? And he came in like what 50 minutes late. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And next thing you know, but did Trump did mention, like he said, like something along the lines of like, oh, you should buy, like the market's gonna go up, it's gonna go way higher. He was talking positive about the market. He's like, let me not say much because we are like at 1,000 and I don't want to screw it up. but I don't know. You know what, Chris? If the market was gonna pull back, I think it will pull back. It would have pulled back a little bit at the closing, and it didn't. And it's actually like, I think RKLB. What is it right now? Can you pull it up? Can you? It's like
Yeah.
it's
I'll
over
I was going to
45
say
right
the
now.
same thing, especially on a Friday, because usually on a Friday we get a sell-off. I mean, most hedge funds are taking their profits, they're going
Yeah,
home for the weekend, and we usually see that, but we did not see.
bro.
I mean,
After
we
hours,
didn't see
there.
that today. That was
Oh,
pretty,
we finished
pretty
green on the
bullish.
week.
Yeah, look at
Yeah,
that. After hours, we 40. We up 82 cents after hours. I mean, I guess it helped that they dropped the news of the funding, like that what we were talking about. RKLB announces expanded U.S. investments for national security programs and semiconductors, and that's where I was getting last night. I'm like, dude, guys, there's $6 billion left. Oh, and there's another thing. DARPA has $2 billion.
DARPA.
Yeah, but listen to this. They have $2 billion that was already funded to DARPA for semiconductors and stuff like that they can use. So in reality, there's like $8 billion out there. That some of that money can go to
Dude,
RKLB.
I said DARPA last night. I said DARPA last night, and we talked about that before that too, tying into the CHIPS Act. There's still money out there, and it's crazy that we'll do that from time to time.
The- yeah.
But again, it's not because we're guessing, man. Francisco doesn't sleep. He's a freaking robot. I couldn't get him to shut up last night. He was like, no, no, but watch this. No, no, but look at this. When we got off the stream last night, that fool sent me no less than like 6 different videos and clips. I had to go to bed. I had no chance to look at them. I'm at work today trying to watch over them, and people at work going, are you going to work today? You're just going to watch YouTube videos. I'm like, well, I'm going to watch YouTube videos. Um, and it's crazy. When we first started doing this, we're like, there's no way we're going to find enough info to do it daily. And
Bro.
the reality
No, bro.
is that we can't keep up. We can do this every single day for an hour a day. We still cannot keep up with all the info. And yeah, sometimes we come out with some crazy off the wall ideas and we get a lot of crap for it. But when we're right. And it's pretty cool. We talked about, everybody freaking out and selling off early in the week, and we're going back to 0 or 14 or whatever stuff we were talking about. We love the dip. At
Oh
least
no,
everybody,
I
we all love the
I,
dip, right? You got to buy that dip, man. You got to buy that
I,
dip.
I love that they, but I didn't see it. They was gonna go not even into the 20s. I was hoping maybe
Oh no,
35,
no, it was
maybe
just, it
low
was just
30s. But that was just me hoping. And I was like, if it hit that point, I'ma sell all of red wire and all other stuff that I have that I carry in my portfolio, and I was gonna pour it into RKLB. Too bad we
Liam
didn't
had a
get to
great
that point.
question though. Liam had a great question. So as far as next week, Monday, maybe
Oh yeah.
Tuesday,
Yeah, what do you think?
chats. What do you guys think? You think we're gonna continue running back up,
I
or are we
tell
gonna see
you,
another pullback? We're
we're
getting
gonna
close to
be
that
running
28.
up.
Well,
I tell you why we're running up, because not only that, like I
we have
think
the launch
everybody,
tomorrow.
we have the launch tomorrow, but then people are not gonna sell. I mean, we have the stockholders meeting on the 27th, and then we have the ribbon cutting on the 28th. That we are all expecting to see the upper stage display, or at least something. They're gonna have to give us something. You know, Peter Beck. They hold a
Liam's
lot of the
going.
cards to the chest, but yeah,
Hey,
Liam, you got invited.
Liam's going to be at the ribbon cutting, guys. Liam's going to be at the ribbon cutting. He can't say it because
Signed
NDAs.
the
there's
NDA.
yeah NDAs. But Liam's coming to Virginia, guys. All right, I'm just kidding. He is coming to Virginia, but probably not for the ribbon cutting. But we're gonna have Liam out here visiting sooner than later. Sooner than later. As you all know, I am right here in Virginia. As you can see, I'm on the water. If I like you, DM me, and if you guys ever want to come out, visit Wallops, be happy to host.
Chris, do you happen to find out who the guy was that was offering like to go out there and pay for the boat?
That's a great question.
Was
No,
it Brett that
I
posted
never
that?
got that info. Man, I forgot all about that. Thanks for bringing it up. Yeah, if you're in the chats now, but yeah, we know Fool's Gold. Fool's is he's paying for all the drinks for the Wallace party or the Neutron party. Maybe that was Fool's. I can't remember who it was, but
No, it wasn't. No.
whoever it is, please hit
Whatever.
us up. We want to take a boat out.
No.
We'll get some fireworks. We'll make a big scene of it. uh, maybe we'll get kicked off the water. Get the Navy to escort us back. Get in some trouble. We'll have some fun with it, man. Especially it's Friday. You gotta have some fun with it.
Yeah.
SpongeBob says worst week for a dip for him. Tax due next week, so no spare.
Yeah, that sucks.
Brett says good vibe that Rocket Lab had higher game percentage than most, and then VCNC said ONDS up 20%.
Oh yeah.
Mate,
Some
you
people
are
were
making
telling me about
bank
that. Yeah.
lately.
Yeah, that ONDS did really good yesterday and today. I was looking at small ones like that. ONDS. There's a few of them. Like, have you seen Open Door? Like,
Oh yeah,
I had it last time. I bought it. I won something last time. Somebody told me about it, and I sold it in the fives, bro. But then I forgot to buy it. I freaking won something again. I would have made a killing just on Open. So that one's up. But there's one that I don't have, but I follow here. There is Neo, that electric car company out of like China. They got smashed, bro. That thing like hit like a 52-week high. I think too. It went up to 6. I'm like, wow. So everything is going up. So
Hey,
yeah,
Vaccine C, really quick. Vaccine C, I want to thank you again. That guy's awesome. He's
there it is.
reproducing like 50 kids a week. He's like a Scott or Vince. He's out there reproducing the planet. He's a busy guy. um, but thanks for all your intel, man. Thanks for all your input. Thanks for your support. Liam, I don't know if we can convince the guy to come on, but when it comes to breaking down rare earth minerals and the possibilities of helium-3, if
yep.
we can possibly convince him to come on, I think he'd be a great person to come on. If you can't, Vest, we've talked. I totally understand it,
But
but
let's connect on X.
you are definitely welcome, bro. The
I
guy's got
told you,
tons of.
I was having a great conversation with him yesterday on X about like about the cheap acts and like all that stuff. It's really good conversation that we went down that rabbit hole and figured some stuff out.
He actually took the time, and we spoke on the phone the night we broke out the helium-3 thing. And as you guys know, I went on a little rant about rare earth minerals, and he corrected me in a very kind way. Thank you for being generous and not beating me up too much. It was all about my wording and my vocabulary. I was very well educated, and I've learned a lot more since then. And yeah, I would love to either have you back on or have you on then, or want to talk some more for sure. If you guys don't follow that CNC, that's a great source for info. We always give props and give respect to those that bring us the information. So thanks again, Vest. Love you, bro.
Guys, I want to ask you one thing, yeah? Do smash that like button if you have enjoyed this week. We have brought quite a bit of information that, do you know what? It did come true. We don't just talk pure madness here. But as it says on the top of the screen, 1 like equals 10 more views. Do help spread the word about Rocket Lab. Every viewer gives people a chance to learn about Rocket Lab, and we could put in some new investors in here. So do your part and smash the like button. Now, getting back to it, Brett says the technicals showed $38 to him. Brett, you need to start firing up some
Yeah, bro, you should have told me
X,
that.
like chimp,
Yeah,
because that was pretty solid.
yeah. Send me a private DM and be like, no, bro, don't buy just 200, but 250. Load up. Yeah. 38.
GY Kiwi says the revenue Geost has created since the takeover is extraordinary. Francisco, have you any of them figures though?
How about what?
Sean, you're so right, bro. It was crazy. Is that GY was messaging me a few months ago, sending me some kind of off the wall stuff when it comes to different long term plans for possibilities. and Geos did come up, and I kind of owe you an apology because I didn't jump into it as deep as I should have, GY. But you've been right all along, bro. You've been right. As always, love the support, love the info. But I do owe you an apology. I should have jumped. I think a lot of us kind of stepped back away from Geos because we didn't really know as much as we thought we should have. And again, guys like you are how we're able to do this kind of thing. So thanks, man. You're right. You are 100% right. Another guy, if you guys don't already follow him, GY Kiwi, great source of info. Love having you on. And again, as always, thanks for the support.
I'm so buzzed about the launch tomorrow. I genuinely feel it in my heart that they might. Remember how before the earnings call, they released launch complex free images. If they announce something at the launch tomorrow, that will hype up the week because it means coming on the 27th and the 28th, I believe there's going to be a massive announcement.
But you know, they always give us something. Every launch, they always put something in there. There's always
a
something.
snippet.
Yeah. Even if you get sound on Electron or a new camera or a new video, they always give you something new every launch. So I like that. That's what I like.
Brett says, yeah, but RKLB would have to pay more performance clause. What was the performance clause? Let me double check here. Something's telling me 75 million, but I can't remember. 50 million. So it's 275 million with a 50 million performance clause. SpongeRob says, I would like stable unless we get specific catalysts. Don't want to see it rise in a FIFA announcement.
I know. You saw the post. I made a post with Trump, and I changed his hat. I took Trump name off, and I put Peter Beck name on it. You saw what his hat says, like Trump was right or something like that.
Yeah, what was it? Was right about everything. Yeah.
I took his name out and put Peter Beck's name on it and posted that. Made a meme out of it.
GY Kiwi says massive money poured into the US. Much still on the sidelines. Historic highs irrelevant.
Yeah,
Nerds in the Back says the US is going to share FIFA with Canada and Mexico. Strategic bargaining to kill or reduce tariffs. Joel Williams, welcome to the chat, my guy. Poor Redwire. Anytime any stock dips, it's first on the chopping block to be sold. Redwire's time is coming. I believe it.
Yeah. I mean, guys, just so you know, like Scotto just dropped like maybe an hour ago a video of Redwire. I guess he did one of those, and he's really good, man. So I guess he did an in-depth like Redwire video. I gotta watch it.
That was a solid video, to be fair.
We're gonna have Scotto on. Scotto's coming on in just the next 4 days, just a couple of days. I sent him the Sean Ryan video, and I said, "Hey, man, just chew on this for a few days," and he loved it. And he said, "Yeah, we need to jump more into that whole helium-3 thing." And I sent a few other people. I'm not gonna give out all the information, but the next couple of days, going into next week, is going to be great, guys. Again, we're not going to get too much into that tonight, but yeah, we always have the best guests, the best of the best on here when we can. Next week's gonna be fun. But yeah, sorry, just had to throw that out there. You guys mentioned Scott, so I had to throw that in there real quick.
Guys, one thing we're going to start doing to add to the community, the RKLB community, a little bit more. We noticed that our live streams are very interactive. We speak a lot to the guests, and it doesn't resonate with absolutely everyone. Some of you just want to come here for the information. However, going forward, I will be putting out small videos as well, snippets. I'll be making purpose-made videos, and I'll be clipping up the live stream for the information as well. That way, we'll be able to cater for everyone. So I'm quite excited. I'm going making a video. Francisco found quite a nice interview yesterday about the 200 hypersonic agreement by 20.
Oh yeah, the The interview, huh?
Yeah, 2032 or something. With Rocket Lab scaling up between 18 to 52 launches outside of them hypersonics. So yeah, we are going to make a video on that. Nerds in the
Yeah,
box.
that's a good point. That's a good
Yep.
point. Before we get back in the chats, guys, if there's like a certain subject that we've covered in the past that you want us to get deeper into, or there's something you guys are just thinking outside the box that you have an opinion on, you want us, information. Again, as we show in the intro, this is a community. It's all about you guys. So if there's something when it comes to like, shorter videos, just straight to the information, something you want to hear about, you want us to cover, don't hold back, let us know and we'll do our best to, get to everybody's input.
Yeah. And then Nerds in the Box does say Rocket Lab did put out a announcement on X, and I will fire that up in a minute. But we're strengthening America's semiconductor industrial base and expanding production of space-grade solar with support from the Commerce government and the CHIPS Act helping to secure. Francisco did speak about that yesterday before this announcement came out, and I actually couldn't believe it. When you just have to be happy for your mates when you see something come out after them just saying it. I actually couldn't believe it. But at the same time, it does make me feel like Francisco is lying to us and he has got an invite. So, guys.
No, you know what? I'm actually pretty mad that obviously RKLB or Peter Beck, somebody's watching our stream and they don't invite me. That gets me mad. They're like, oh, this dude is like, I think they figure out that I was about to find out about that stuff. And like, they're like, oh man, he's right on the money. Let's just make an announcement about this. But no, they didn't invite me. I mean, obviously, if that was the case, I wouldn't even be saying this. But like, I would have had an NDA and disappear. Like most of the weekly guys, I guess they're saying did that, and some other people have disappeared from X. So people are speculating that that's what happened.
And I don't want to say too much. We have a great relationship with many people on YouTube, but certain people have gone very, very quiet. And I do believe they have been invited, and I believe there'll be a video coming straight out of Wallops.
You know what? We gotta tell. I was thinking, you know what we gotta do? We gotta tell these dudes like to do a live like on the 26th or the 27th. I like, let's do a let me call you on FaceTime, see where you at.
You know what, guys? Who wants Matt Money, Vince's Bullish, Scott O, and Dave G to come on our channel on the 26th and 27th to prove they're not at Wallops? I think that'd be a good one.
Gotta do. Yeah, they gotta prove that they're not at Wallops on the 26th or something like that.
I can't guarantee you that I'm not going to drive out there and try and sneak on. I'm pretty close, and I'm very tempted. And worst, what are they going to do to me? They're going to kick me off the island. But if Maddie or Dave or Vince or Scott is out there, I'll find you. I'll find you, and you'll buy me a beer and give me a cigar. But that'd be a lot of fun, guys. Yeah, if you guys. Man, that's a great idea. Great idea.
Yeah,
love it.
There's an open invitation for them all of next week. They can come on. Look, they can come on our channel. We can go on theirs. It doesn't really matter. I just want to see them sitting nice and comfy in their own home.
Their background is not gonna be their home. I can guarantee you that. I'm actually willing to bet with somebody, even like, let's make it exciting, like some shares of Rocket Lab. Like 10 shares of Rocket Lab. I guarantee, like, I will bet that they're not gonna be at home.
I'll take that bet. I need those 10 shares. I'll take that bet all day long. Just because I need the 10 shares, I'm gonna pray to God that I'm right.
So you're saying, so you're gonna say they're not there? That's a risky. That's a very risky bet, I think. Chris, I don't know.
Hey man, you missed my birthday. I told you I wear a size 10 in Rocket Lab shares. I haven't got them yet. What happened to my birthday present?
Listen to this, guys. Yeah, Joel says a guy over on Rocket Lab's Discord got an invite to Launch Complex free opening. Hopefully, cool
That
stuff
is
you can share. Rock on next year.
that is very true. I didn't know about that. I just was keeping that one to myself. But
Yeah,
now that you said it,
we've just broadcast that.
well, whatever.
Stepchild says Monday, I guess everything has been following NDX for most of the week. Bottom pretty solid unless sector dips again. Steady growth back to all-time highs. GY Kiwi, far too much time on my hands being winter in New Zealand. Thanks, Chris. GY Kiwi, what time is the launch for you? The launch for you is going to be on Sunday, isn't it? To me, it's like 9:30 in the day, in the evening. Is it another 2:00 in the morning for you guys, or what is it? Oh no, it's not.
It's
Probably
6:30. I don't know if I'm.
He's
I
in
don't
the
think I'm
future,
gonna
man.
make it. I'm gonna
He's in
watch
the
it on my
future.
phone. Because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be out having a great dinner tomorrow. I don't know, somewhere.
We're
in
gonna be
Fort
live
Lauderdale.
streaming it, or
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I'll
be
watch.
live streaming it. I don't know about
I
you
will
guys,
definitely
but
watch.
no, we need to live stream it 100%.
most definitely. Hey guys, I've got something for you guys. I just thought of this, right? So we have the Neutron party coming up, right? And some of you guys in the chats are coming, and we all know there's gonna be a little cost to it. I'm not coming out of pocket for all you fools. And we're gonna be basically selling tickets for it, which is gonna cover the cost of the hotel and the catering for 2 nights. So I've got a little gift to give out to you guys. So here we go. The person that shares this stream that gets us past the 3,000 mark first, they will not
I
have to
didn't
pay
know
for
you were
the.
doing this. Like
I didn't
We
know.
didn't even talk about this.
I don't know
I
what
just
he's
thought
talking
about it
about.
just now. We didn't talk
That's
about it.
coming.
I just thought about it just now. Hey, it's my thing. It's my deal. It's my party. I do what I want to, and I'll cry if I want to. Just like Cindy Lauper. You guys are probably too young for that, but anyway.
Well, can I participate in this, Chris? In your
For the
party?
person, the person that shares this the most and gets us past that 3,000 mark, you will not have to pay for the catering portion of your ticket. That is my gift to you.
what if I share it?
You don't count, Liam. if you could have shared it and we could have got to 3,000, then what the hell were you doing 10 minutes ago? No, this is for the chats. This is just for the community. This is my way of paying back and saying thank you. So yeah, if we hit that 3,000 mark tonight, and you're the reason why we get there, you're not paying for the catering portion of your ticket. How about that?
Thank you so much for that, Chris. And then we have Matt, and I want to give a big shout out to Matt and big interview with Brandon. Congratulations on that. We'll be speaking to him on Monday. Matt, we should actually link up for a video. It would be great. I can see the subscribers going up, so Chris, whatever you've said is working. Yeah, we should link up, my guy. Big man on the EVTOLs, and yeah, welcome to the RKLB community. Vas said that new camera was sweet. I had my wife and 3 kids watching. Good call. Brett says you're not too late, man. It's going to be a wild end of the year. Do you know what? Chimp is still calling for $80 to $100. You guys, I forget
Chimp.
what you say.
Chimp. That's my boy. I love some Chimp.
Chris, you definitely thought it would be over $100 by end of the year, didn't you?
No, actually, I was in agreement with Chimp Capital 100%.
Okay.
That 80 to 100 mark. Again, last year, we were struggling to get to 8, just not 80, but $8. And I called it 8, and people thought I was absolutely insane. But like Chimp Capital, you guys know I'm not a numbers guy, but I actually know my numbers. And Francisco will tell you, I can read some charts. I'm pretty good at it. It wasn't guessing. It wasn't me hoping, but I saw something that some guys like Chimp does, and if you guys don't follow that guy, man, do follow him. It's the charts. It's one variable of a lot of other variables, but when it comes to the numbers, the guy knows his stuff. And if he's wrong, he'll be the first one to admit it. But let's be fair, the guy's right a lot more often than most analysts out there that are on NBC telling you to buy
Oh,
Nvidia
I like
at
Chim.
all-time highs or whatever. We're never going to do that. What we're going to do is steer you in the direction of the best that we follow on a daily, the people that we get our information from. So as always, Jim, thank you very much. Yeah, my price target for end of year um, is between 80 and 100. That's where I'm looking at. I know it sounds crazy, but that's what I do here. My job is to be crazy Chris, right? But it's not for no. Hey, Neutron could fail, and we could get a delay, and that it's always a possibility. But let's think positive, man. It's Friday. Have a beer. Let's smile. Let's laugh. Let's celebrate. We went from negative to positive before end of week. Big week. A lot of fun. Let's have some more fun tonight. And yeah, let's celebrate what's gonna come, not what might happen short term. That's boring.
Guys, do spread the positivity. Do smash that like button. As we said, 1 like equals 10 more views. Brett says you're not too late, man. And good. Oh yeah, I've read that one there. Then we have GY Kiwi. Good call. SpongeBob. Hey Sean. GY Kiwi says SpongeBob. Summer's coming. SpongeBob says nice day in Wellington at least. Or day after Bivana. Brett says, yeah, tomorrow's weekly. See it there.
You guys know what's funny?
Go on.
That you guys are saying 80 and 100. Remember, I changed that thing as soon as Trump and like Elon got into the fighting from my $50 mark. That I was right beginning like in the middle of the year after April. So we got to 50, but I changed it to infinity because I'm like, nah, this is gonna help RKLB. And I'm like, here's what I think. And I mean, we talked about it like yesterday too. When you think something is going down, it goes lower. But same thing when it goes up. If you think it's gonna go up, you better believe it's gonna go higher. You just can't time it. So with that being said, I think there's a possibility somebody threw 100 over 100 out there, like 120. The man from the future or something like that. I mean, I've seen some wild stuff. Some people calling it like
on a cover call, or not a cover call. He bought a call option for 120 for October, wasn't it, or something?
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody knows something, man. And even yesterday, like that was a clue right there. At the closing, somebody knows something. When they're buying that amount of money, I'm like, man, that's almost like an easy. Like they're giving you money right there. I mean, but it takes some guts to put in some good capital and take the bet. But hey, you know what? You gotta take the risk. Life is about risk. You don't take the risk, you're not gonna make money.
I missed that comment. I like the new setup with 3 across the top, but I missed a comment back there from Brett.
Can't you just do a beach landing, Chris? So you the plans.
That's a great idea, dude. That's a great idea. And you should get on the boat with us, and we'll just beach land like it's D-Day, and if anybody questions me, I'll go, yeah, we're just here to build a pond. As a matter of fact, I've got a great idea. And if I ever get a chance to meet Beck, Francisco will tell you I've had this idea for months or if not years, but I can make a 1-ton boulder look like it's floating on water. Now, if you take a rocket, I can make it look like it's in perpetual liftoff using water and pumps and lighting and a fog machine. But that would be cool, especially if I could do it at every Rocket Lab facility. I wouldn't have to work no more. I could invest more. Hey, if any of you guys out there know Peter Beck, tell him to call me. I've got some ideas for a water feature or 20.
Do you know what? This is the most bullish price target I have seen yet.
What?
256 by March. Guys, do let us know your price targets. 3 months, 6 months, 12 months.
256 by March.
Who said that?
256. I will retire from the Hustle Brothers.
256. I'll retire from the Hustle Brothers.
And you'll buy a pond. I don't want to hear no crap about I'm not poor no more. You'll buy a pond from Chris.
Dude, I don't have one to put a pond. I have a little house, man. I don't have a backyard. I got a town.
You can buy a new house with that kind of money and a pond. I don't want to hear nothing. Nope. If we hit that mark, bro, I will make you do it.
Dude, I don't have that many shares.
I promise you, at 256, I'll build Francisco a pond.
Oh, look at that. He said he built a pond.
That's what being a
Now
brother
I'm gonna
really
buy the
is.
villa.
That's a real brother right there.
I don't know how much money will 256 will give me. 256 will give me some decent amount of money, I think. I just don't know.
I love that though. I love thinking, just going crazy and actually putting yourself out there and going, you know what? Screw it. March, we're hitting 256. I don't know how you came up with 256,
Yeah,
but I love it.
I'll tell you why, because the market is emotional and crazy, and you can never tell. I'm telling you, you think that it's gonna hit 100, and this thing will come around and hit 200. So he might be right. The market is crazy, yet like that, bro. The market looks into the future. He might be right. Like they might get a freaking Neutron, go out and do a perfect freaking launch and land on the water, and everything might be perfect. And then next thing you know, Wall Street and everybody and their mother get crazy and happy about RKLB, and even Trump will buy 10% of RKLB, just like he did with Intel today.
Bro,
He announced that
Palantir was at
they
$7 this time last year. $7 or $9 this time last year. 8 months ago, whatever it was. That's not.
somebody
It's
saw
nowhere near $7 now, bro. That's crazy where they're at. So yeah, anything's possible. Anything's
anything's
possible.
possible. Yeah, I mean the market is future looking. Look at this. He says that imagine Neutron is closed and the stock gets cut in half. Oh man, what did he have to be thinking? No negativity Friday. What happened? What's up with that?
Oh,
Yeah. There's
I
not bring
love that.
negativity in there.
We got a bear.
No,
We
it's
got a
not
bear.
negativity if you're a real Rocket Lab enthusiast. That is positive, dude. I mean, honestly, if hey, whenever in the past when an Electron would have a successful launch, what happens the next day? Stock price drops for some reason. It's crazy, right? So yeah, what if Neutron's successful and it does just drop by half? Are you gonna buy? Who's buying? Raise your hand if you're buying. I'm a buyer. I'm a buy. I'm gonna go live in my car and sell everything I have. And not financial advice. I'm just saying what I'm crazy, Chris, man. You saw it there in the intro. Um, that's a great question. I love that. You guys are fun, man. You guys are a lot of fun.
Lazy Legend says, "Yo, what's up, Puzzle Bros? I have a question, slight concern. Wondering if y'all could possibly shed light. My concern is hypofairing. Isn't it possible that the fairing could break off if the rocket's moving fast? Couldn't the fairing act as a sail and possibly break off? No, my guy. Just because the fairing will open once they are in space, that way there's no resistance. The only reason it would break off is because air pressure would crush it. Once you're in space, there's no resistance. So
that's a great question, though, because I've had everyone from my own kids ask me that question to newer investors and even some long-term investors. Like, hey, what is this hypofairing? Is that a good idea? And I honestly didn't understand it myself.
Unless he's trying to think that maybe if you get stuck open and then comes back into the atmosphere, like then you obviously.
Oh yeah, if it's stuck open, that's it. But I actually feel.
Oh yeah.
They got it. I think they got it down because they've been testing that thing for years now.
So would they do a rod though?
Great question.
If it got stuck open. But if the rocket is moving fast, like 20,000 kilometers an hour, but once it's in space, there's no resistance, there's no air resistance to it. So it doesn't matter if you're traveling at the speed of light, there's no resistance against it.
I get it, Lazy Legend. I don't understand the whole math and the numbers and the physics behind it. I just trust the people like my brother. He explained it to me, and I got bored in like 4 or 5 minutes of him talking. I'm like, just shut up. I just accept the fact that I don't get it, but I trust in Beck. I trust in the team. I trust in the science of it. I don't have to understand every aspect of it, but it is a great question. And thankfully, we have people in the chats and these guys here like Liam and Francisco. They know they know this stuff backwards and forwards. I'm not saying, hey, trust everything they say because we're all idiots. We're all having fun here. But great question, very sound and reasonable question. But I think they've got that part all figured out.
Then Stepchild says, I plan to buy a put on the Neutron build up to launch.
Ooh. Oh, he's trying to buy insurance there. Not bad. That is called insurance, brother.
Is that just a hedge? Is that just a hedge which you already have, Stepchild, or how you planning this out? It's interesting.
That's definitely a hedge. I mean, he's getting insurance just in case. That's
Nothing wrong
Matt,
with that, and I love it.
Matt wants to join one of the VTOL stream. You're welcome to join, my guy. Email me at thehustlebrothers123@gmail.com. Isn't that such a basic email? Love it. Vassi and C, I think he's referring to you pulling up on the beach.
yeah.
He says, "Can you call in to the show from federal prison, Chris?"
I got a good lawyer, man. I can do what I want to. But I'm not. There's a fine line between federal and state law, so I'm going to try to stick to the state side, so it's not federal, because federal prison, that's scary.
Yeah. But you know
I'm
what?
a local, so
if you break into a military installation or federal installation, that's not going to be local. NASA is not local.
Well, all right. So as you guys know, I got a pond business, and guess what? I've got a client or two, literally on the Eastern Shore. One of them has a duck blind or a big duck house on the Chesapeake side, but you can see everything from there, and I can just roll up right there. I can't see the ribbon cutting, but I can see any kind of launch, and it's, maybe a mile away from the launch pad. I probably shouldn't have said all that out loud I'm live. I give out too much information sometimes, but we joke about it. We do joke about it, but I got kids. I'm not going to risk prison, which is crazy. But I'm not going to miss out. I can tell you that much. I'm not going to miss out.
Lazy says, "I understand the vacuum of space, but my only concern is, if it isn't a concern, why didn't SpaceX think of it?" So if you think of SpaceX, Falcon 9, when it was originally designed, it wasn't designed to be rapidly reusable. Then you're going to say Starship. But Starship, when you look at it, it has been primarily designed for either the long space missions like to Mars or mass payload deployment. And it's heavily focused on delivering the likes of Starlink. So that's why the cargo door just opens and it just more or less puts them out like a deck of cards. Rocket Lab have gone with a completely different approach with the Hippo fairing. I have no.
Well, also remember when SpaceX started launching like the Falcon 9, it was not built as a reusable rocket. It was pretty early. That's how things were done. As a matter of fact, like I think what they started doing with the fairings is like they actually have a parachute system in them, so they actually recover them out of the water. I don't know if you know that. They used to recover them with a boat. They had a net, and they used to like guide them down, but they got rid of that. And they just recover them out of the water. I don't know if you knew that. But the reason is because it was not designed as a reusable rocket.
Yeah.
That's just, it was add-ons. And I guess they are recovering the fairings, saving money.
Then O says rockets do explode. They do, but as Brett has came here and said,
this
is a religious channel. This ain't happening.
But Rocket Lab was gonna be the first one to make it to space in the first shot, but then like I think somebody I guess they lost the telemetry over like on NASA or FAA, and like they actually hit the button and made the rocket blow up.
Wasn't it?
The FAA, right? They made it blow up, but it was gonna be the first one to make it on the first shot. That would have been crazy. Peter Beck has he says that he has the button like framed like somewhere. He kept it.
The only thing that does concern me with Neutron is the re-entry.
Remember that? Yeah, I mean it's gonna be something new, but like even thinking about it, like they have some experience with re-entry because they have done it many times with Electron, and even though we are not seeing the parachute and then recovery of Electron, I'm pretty sure they're still getting data of like how when the rocket comes back in and see how it reacts with it. I guess winds and stuff like that. I'm sure that's data that they can be using for Neutron. But they have some experience with Electron. I know it's a bigger rocket, but I mean something's better than nothing.
Then G-Way Kiwi says, first flight, some issues are expected. Perfect flight in the first would be incredible. So Peter Beck, you sound incredible. Oh, if we get a perfect first line, I don't think we'll get a perfect one. I think there may be.
Why not? Why not? We'll get a perfect flight, man. And
You think it's gonna be drop dead gorgeous?
Yeah, bro, that's a beautiful rocket, man. You see it right there? That's a beautiful rocket.
He wants to stroke it. He wants to stroke the rocket.
We'll be stroking that rocket. I have my rocket here.
This is a religious channel.
I will be stroking my rocket because I tell you, I'm gonna hold this thing, watch it until when I watch the lounge. I'll be watching this thing and I'll be holding to it.
My God.
I know this thing looks weird. I don't know why I'm holding it.
Where'd you get that?
Well, I got it. Like, actually, this is the old one. Look, that's the old design, and like I got it online.
Need a new one.
Oh man, I just broke it. I do need a new one, but this is I do have to get a new one, but this is the original design. I got it when they announced it. That year they announced it, like a couple of years back, and I went online and were able to find one. But yeah, that's old. I gotta get the new one so I can strike the real one.
Then G-Ray Kiwi says SpaceX didn't think of a carbon composite rocket, which is most likely the next step. Rocket Lab has gone a step ahead.
That's yes and no. Like, believe it or not, like Elon and SpaceX for the Starship, they were thinking about carbon, and then they got away from it because they say we're gonna take too much, and they needed to build a lot of rockets, and it was faster for them to do it this way. And I guess yes.
But that's not proving true right now. That's not proving true right now. Yeah, they're going through multiple different rockets and stages. I mean, I'm a big fan of Elon, but I mean, it seems like they're going backwards, not forwards. Not saying that the carbon composite or the steel is a difference, but I think Beck hit a home run. I really do. I mean, look at the big, crazy 3D printing machine that's in Maryland that's printing the Neutron parts. It's hard not to have a lot of confidence in what they're doing with that, and I think that's going to lead to a lot more things. I mean, we're 3D printing Rutherford engines for the Electron. 3D printing engines. Think about that. We actually 3D print engines. What more can we do with that big carbon composite machine? You look at a company like Kratos, and you're looking at drones, and you're looking at a lot of other collaborations. They're probably going to want a piece of that machine. I don't think it's just for Neutron. And I'm not going to go in. You guys know me. I'm Crazy Chris. In Francisco, we talked about this months ago. I'm not going to get into that, but you kind of piqued my curiosity, and I had to bring that up. But
no, that can be for Neutron because they're offering it. Like if you go to the Rocket Lab
it's definitely for Neutron, but I'm looking at what
but they offer composite structures, so they are selling composite structures. So it's not only for Neutron. So I guess if a company wants to build something, they can build it. They will do it. I mean, they have a business on their space systems for composite structures.
Then, Lazy says, when is the launch of Neutron? The pad is finished now. That's controversial. We're hoping by the end of the year. I'd be pretty confident at this stage. I think they'd be warning us now. They'd be fairly preparing us for a postponement. I have this feeling it's going to be December. What are your guys' feelings at the moment?
No, I said December 13th. I'm sticking with that date. Said that a while back.
I just wanted to say thanks to Lazy for joining in. This is what we do it for. These questions, man, ask more. We love this. There's a lot of us in here that's been investing in Rocket Lab for a long time. That's not why we do this stream. I mean, Fridays we're more laid back and we goof off and everything, but those kind of questions are exactly why we do this. And if I can't answer it, Francisco or Liam can, or if not, we can bring somebody in that can for you and answer the question directly. But don't ever hesitate. No question is a wrong question here. You're never going to get judged. No one's going to make you feel like you don't know enough. That's exactly why we do this.
We
I
don't
mentioned
know enough.
earlier,
Put it that way.
we don't know
Like
enough. No, not
we make
even
idiots
close.
of ourselves every day of the week, so never feel like you're gonna feel like an idiot
Yes,
or
we
anything
do.
like that.
Yes, we do. And we'll do. Give us a few months. We'll make you an expert. Promise. If we can't, we have the friends and the guests that can. We always say, do your research. Hopefully, you get some of your info from us. And as we said earlier, we're going to start doing some videos, just quick clips. So if there's something that you want us to deep dive into, Lazy, either DM me or Liam or Francisco. And if there's something you want more information on, we'll do a video on it. Again, this is mostly for newer investors. There's a lot of old school guys here. We have a lot of fun. They're friends. They contribute to the channel. They support us. We love them all. But they know as much as we do. They give us the information. We're just a voice of all their brilliant intel and insight. So yes, always ask the questions, man. I love it. Thank you so much for joining in.
O says you should go to the Neutron launch live and buy puts if you see it explode. By the time it explodes, I am telling you the hedge funds have it sold, my guy.
Bro, these dude think it's like watching like the Starship. What the heck, man?
Come on out, O. I'll host you, man. You come hang out. You can share the hammock with Jacob
Wow.
when he gets out here. We got plenty of space, man. We'll watch it we'll either watch it launch or we'll watch it explode together, and then we'll play our options accordingly. How
No
about that?
exploding. Don't even say that, bro. No negativity. That shit is gonna be perfect.
Oh, I believe that too. I think we're.
Yeah.
I mean, don't
I
even
mean,
ask
you
me
don't
my
believe.
questions.
You don't believe.
Sure.
I thought we. What happened with the saying of in Peter Beck we trust? Come on,
Oh,
Chris.
you guys know I love Peter Beck, but man, it's Friday. We gotta have some
Peter
fun.
Beck we
We go
trust.
back and forth, man. Little bearish never hurts. Little bearish just keeps us honest. That's why we keep Scott O around, man. He keeps us level headed. You and I, we think, yeah, we're going to what did that guy say earlier, 267 or whatever. I love that, But Scott O can come on tomorrow and go, we're going to 12. Guess what? I'm going to listen to him. I'm not saying he would, but that's why we have these people.
There. I don't think he's there anymore.
No. I'm not saying he would. I'm just saying the fact it's good to. It's easy to get overexcited. It's easy to get overwhelmed, to get scared, like what happened earlier this week, and want to sell off. So you got to learn to kind of curb your emotions, whether it's high or low. But when everybody's wanting to buy, it's safe and it's smart to look at the bear case. And when everyone wants to sell off, it's also smart to look at the reason why
I
you
don't know
bought.
for sure. I know that there's the possibility, but I just don't want to talk into reality. I'm that kind of person. I like to think positive and the things are gonna happen. Even though in the back of my mind, obviously, I know that is a possibility. I mean, somebody there's a lot of comments today, man. See, one son Joel said like New Zealand's are leaders in carbon composites, and he's right. With their expertise from building boats, and he's right. Like what is it? Cell GT was out of New Zealand, and RKLB actually acquired the New Zealand part of Cell GT, which is like I don't know if you've seen. It's very popular now. The racing boats, made out of carbon fiber, and yeah, they were actually building stuff for Electron, and RKLB ended up acquiring that part of that business, and they moved the rest to Europe somewhere. But yeah, they are experts in carbon composites, and that helps the company.
Oh,
You have a few people, they are like very, very bullish. They're saying November. Actually, November, I think is possible. I just said December. I don't know. But November, I'll be happy. To be honest, I'll be happy with a Neutron launch in November, December, January. At this point, I don't freaking care. It's gonna happen. And I think what I'm looking for is what's next. Like the Geos maybe getting more money. I'm trying to find out what is next that we don't know. Neutron is just unknown. What's gonna go with the Flatellite? What's gonna go on with the Golden Dome, SDA? What's happening next? That's what I'm trying to see. Because we already know Neutron is there. It's unknown. I'm trying to find out what we don't know.
Guys, please do help us out. It's a great day. We've had a fantastic 6%, near enough 2% after hours. Smash that like button. We're here every day. We will continue to be here every day, but the only way you can let us know is by hitting that like button. Vast CNC says, one question I'd like to see y'all explore is the relationship between Kratos and Rocket Lab. Those are two heavy space plays. That could
We
be
have
a
tried that.
long podcast.
Because you know me, we might Kratos and Rocket Lab.
No.
Those are like my two favorite companies.
No.
Do you know what? Do you know what?
That's the worst question to ask Francisco on a Friday night, bro. It's the worst. It's Friday night.
My Taco Bell today.
You just asked Francisco about Kratos and Rocket Lab. Vast CNC, I'm gonna get you, bro, for that. We're supposed to be hanging out. Francisco can go for an hour minimum. On this. We are going to deep dive this. Okay, yeah. Give him the short. Give him the Cliff Notes.
My short
I
answer.
guarantee you, we need to get in there. We do need to do this very soon. I was thinking about this a few days ago.
A recorded video, a deep dive into the relationship.
Yeah. That's a great question. That's a great.
Listen, I told Chris and Johnny. Here's the thing. I found out about the haze like very early, and I knew what Kratos was doing, and I figured out that they were gonna be doing stuff with Rocket Lab. And that's why I was telling people, man, we should invest in Kratos. Kratos is doing stuff, and he's gonna partner up with Rocket Lab, and they sure did. But for some reason, I thought that they were going to do more stuff. Because I know Kratos, I don't know if you're aware, but Kratos actually does a lot of comms for like space comms, satellites. They're into a lot of stuff, man. They do drones, as you know. So I feel the two companies, great CEOs, both of them have really outstanding CEOs, very smart, down to earth guys.
100%.
They both can use each other's technology and even partner for the Golden Dome or something. I don't know. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I like both companies. That will be amazing.
Well,
will be a good one.
Thing about Kratos, and then I was thinking about Redwire with Edge Autonomy, and then about Rocket Lab and that Solero side. Chris brought a really nice thing to me earlier, and I think we need to deep dive that this week as well, is the Rectenna. That 100% Chris.
The Rectenna, like wait, didn't I told you guys that's the word of the day. Rectenna is like you talking about what's the Rectenna is like a receiver on the Earth, like if you're gonna shoot down energy like solar from space. And now that you said that, I did a post. I don't know if I share it with you. China and Europe did a study. Did you see my post? I can send it to you.
It was 80%, wasn't it?
Yeah, you can share it like on the screen so they can see.
Oh my god, I have so many pages open.
I'll send it to you.
Basically, China believes that they can do 80% of what they need as far as their energy usage based on solar storage and being received back to Earth via Rectenna, via laser.
Well, the Rectenna is what's going to be on the Earth by receiving. So look at it like a receiver, and the satellite will beam the energy down to.
Do you know what the easiest way to explain it is? Do you know an iPhone now? Most of them are Rectenna receivers now. Do you know that wireless charging? So it's basically where you shoot power through radio waves. It is the same concept, but your space-based solar.
What you guys think? I just sent you the link on X.
Yeah.
So you can see, you can bring it up so they know what we're talking about. That we're not that crazy. We've been on the solar thing for months now, bro. Like it's crazy, but there's more and more articles coming out. A Space News did a whole YouTube video on it for like 30 minutes. Like this thing is, I guess you gotta click on it and open it up. Yeah. This thing is like it's actually getting a lot of attention. Even DARPA has been working on it. China's been doing some stuff with it. So guess what? Here's my thing. And now with some news from Rocket Lab about their solar stuff and the expansion. Think about this. Rocket Lab is about to expand and make more solar panels, obviously. Rocket Lab has Solera, which is top of the line solar panels for space. They're like the best company out there for that. So if they're gonna go into this solar thing, energy from space, I think Rocket Lab has a chance of putting up like a constellation just for that. So that would be like they want to do space as a service. That could be a possibility. Energy. Same thing with what we've been talking about, like data centers. That's another space as a service. Internet, whatever. There's multiple stuff that we're trying to figure out which way is Rocket Lab going to go. And I think they can go in multiple ways. I think the data centers is a good one, and the solar is they're all viable options, I think.
No, for sure. I think we've been touching on this for the
Mhm.
past few months now.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
it comes to the likes of your data centers, the likes of your solar farms, basically like big, massive solar farms that you can beam down the energy. We said the likes of geosmagnetic will be beneficial to this.
Mhm.
I
And you
just
already have Solero and growing Solero with the government backing. And think about it too. That's just one part of it. But our government, DoD, wants that they want the capability for equipment and stuff like that. The military wants it, so in case we need energy like from space. So there is, I think there's a market out there. At least it's starting to look like there's going to be a market for it. And like, how much is 80% of Europe's energy? That's a lot of money. I don't know. 80% of any country will be a lot of money. That is nuts. But like, whatever. I hope China is right. I hope the Rocket Lab is part of it.
Oh, VCNC is a certified carbon fiber composite
Yeah, I saw that.
technician.
You work for Rocket Lab. That's what it's.
Oh, Joel is 10,000 shares at a 380 average. It's a shame he didn't have the cash to buy more. Got your son in at the same price for 3,000 shares, family holding strong. Well done, my guy. That solid position. Stepchild. A lot expecting news on launch in September. Lakov will send sentiment south. Any official word on launch? Oh, they're expecting news on launch in September.
News, I guess he means like maybe Peter Beck and then giving us a date when they're gonna launch. I guess it's possible by the end of September if people are thinking November, but I think they're working pretty hard. That's what he said last time. They're working pretty hard to launch by the end of the year. So
I think
they're gonna wait till the last minute to announce.
I think Stepchild, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think what Stepchild is saying is they want to set a launch date by September, whether it is for the end of the year or whatever.
Oh no,
we need to find out by September.
That's what he's saying.
Brett
Maybe
said,
before that. I mean, we have a lot of catalysts coming up. September sounds right as far as announcement, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just guessing and thinking I want more, but August 28th ribbon cutting ceremony would also be a great time to announce some new news. We're overdue we are way overdue for some new news, guys. Yeah, we have the launch coming up tomorrow. Yeah, we've got some catalysts coming up, but I mean, I think all this has been kind of, I hate saying priced in, but kind of expected or a little bit overdue, to be fair. I'm looking forward
Chris,
to.
why do you think it happens? Or everybody, what do you think it happens when Peter Beck or Alan Spice says, "All right, we have a date. We launch in November 29." I don't know. I just came up with a random date. What do you think the market is gonna do if we get a solid date like that?
Overreact. They're all going to overreact. I'm going to overreact. I'm going to go nuts. Let's be fair. I mean, we're excited. We want this. We've been waiting for this for a long time. We've been watching the progress of this amazing, rocket for a long time now. It's not just a few months; it's been years. Yeah, I think we're all going to overreact just a little bit, but that's fair. I mean,
Strong
we get
green
excited
over
about
50.
space. Yeah, low end. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm still thinking, 80 to 100 by end of year. I do expect a successful launch. I do. Again, earlier I said, be bearish. You always got to think
Well,
worst case scenario if you're investing, just to kind of protect yourself. But me personally, I think we're gonna be good, man. Beck, we trust, right? And Beck, we trust, and he delivers. I don't think
So
they're gonna put a bunch of trash. He doesn't build shit to build shit. I mean, he's gonna put some good stuff on the pad. Looking forward to it.
O says, how are they going to get the solar energy back to Earth though? So I did share a article. It was a few streams back where it's already been proven that you can send power wirelessly over 15 miles. Now, you're going to say to me it's a lot further than 50 miles. Yes, it is. I just think all it needs is money to go into that sector, and
yeah, DARPA
they will
proved
come
it.
up- they'll come up with a solution. But direct tenor,
Aliens, man. Aliens are gonna do it.
DARPA proved that they did it. They shoot down energy with a laser. And yeah,
how far did it go?
was it like? Was that the one that was like 800? Let me look it up. I don't remember the mileage.
If you say kilometers, I'm gonna send you to Europe.
Do you know?
How many
Oh,
miles?
you use miles, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you freaking European. This is America, man. We're behind times. Catch up.
That's right. But it was they did 800 watts of power delivered during 30 seconds from a laser, and it was 5.3 miles or 8.6 kilometers. There you go. I give you guys both, but yeah, they're beaming it down with like lasers, and that's what we're talking about. How we got Mynaric and Geos, and how possible we're gonna benefit from that. We already have solar, best solar that you can get out there, and then you add Mynaric, which potentially is the best laser company because everybody they got a contract with SDA, like L3Harris, Lockheed, they're all using freaking Mynaric. And then you add Geos. I don't know. There's a big possibility that if that's really going to happen, like energy from space, that Rocket Lab is well positioned to be a player there too.
That's another thing I meant to mention earlier before the pre-stream, Francisco, when you asked me what I was looking into. L3Harris. I'll just give you that. And what's their, L3Harris. I'm glad you mentioned that. There's some money going into L3Harris, and yes, they are a customer or client or partner with Mynaric. Just it's Friday. We're not going to get.
You want? I found something about L3Harris now that you mentioned that.
I'm sure you did. Man. I'm sure you did.
It came out like 3 hours ago. I know it's Friday. Now, but L3Harris, they're here in Florida. They're expanding their satellite factory down here. They're investing $100 million to expand it because of Golden Dome. That's what the headline said. No idea.
Exactly.
I do know somebody in L3Harris here in Florida that I might reach out. I don't know. Can't say who it is, but whatever. Now, my question is, Bessie and C, do you work for Rocket Lab? Because you're saying October 31st. Do you have some inside information that we need to know? Do I need to start buying calls for October? He is saying that October 31st is...
The mission name would be Thriller.
Yeah.
That's
Thriller
Halloween,
mission.
isn't it?
I love that, dude. Thriller mission, yes. Halloween. We gotta plan a Halloween live. That'd be great. That'd be a lot of fun.
Dress up. I'll dress up as one of you. You dress up as me.
I just gotta get the blue hair, man. If I get the blue hair, I'm in, right?
Dress up like Neutron.
Lazy Legend says, "Good job, Joel. 10K shares, nice. I had like 1,400. Sold them at 50 and ready to jump back in again." Ooh, you're getting very close. I'd be careful now.
Oh,
Did
you
you sell
jump
the
back
whole
in at 38?
1,400? Because you're gonna have to pay your taxes too.
I don't know.
Where are we
Ooh,
at? Where are we at as far as subs now? Have we hit that 3,000 yet? Does anyone want a discount on their Neutron party ticket and not have to pay for their catering? The gift is still out there.
we're
I haven't seen
13
any
away.
updates. 13 away. All right. All right. We'll see who gets it. Thanks, everyone.
Guys, do
It's
smash
Friday,
that
man.
subscribe button. We are on a push to 5,000. We're 13 away from 3,000, on a push to 5,000. This time next year, we want to really be pushing it up towards the 10. Yeah, Lazy Legend, I'd just be very, very careful. Doing that is such a tight band. 50, we're sitting at 45 at the moment by the time you pay your taxes.
I don't know, bro. Like he should have got in at 38. That's a tricky thing because I don't really trade like that. Like Rocket Lab, I don't know. It scares the crap out of me. There some good
Step
news
Chat
is
says,
come
what
up.
are taxes?
Yeah, I guess he must be in a country that don't pay taxes. There's some people that are lucky.
Hey, bro, if you got a good CPA, you don't got to worry about taxes. I don't know anything about that, hint, hint. But
just
it's all
practice.
about the CPA, dude. I live in a small town. So my CPA is also the county commissioner, which is great. So, yeah, taxes, schmaxes.
This is
Woo,
not
boy, that's
financial advice, but it is tax advice.
yeah. Get a good CPA, man. It should
That
be a
is a
county
joke,
commissioner.
by the way, guys, before I get
It's a
clipped on
big
that.
joke, massive joke.
I actually think I'd prefer to get done for financial advice than tax advice. You'd get banged up in prison for time.
Oh no, yeah, man. That's how they got a lot of people. Like it's the IRS taxes always get them cut. Like it's crazy. Yeah,
Imagine
That's
the
how
three of
Al
us will all
Capone
meet
got
each
taken
other
down,
there in
bro.
prison.
Al Capone, a lot of people. It's taxes
Yeah,
always
don't
coming
be in the
back.
mafia. Don't be in the space mafia either. You might get taken down. That's not a joke or a pun, but be careful.
Then, Lazy Legend says, "What part of the world are y'all from?" Lazy Legend's from Canada. I actually like that question, guys. It's nice to get to know everyone. I am from the Republic of Ireland. If you can't tell by my horrible accent, I'll let you guys tell where you're from. I know Chris is from France, and I think Francisco's from Spain, isn't it?
Yeah, close
No,
enough.
man, I'm not from France. Where the hell did you get that from? I'm I'm not from France. No, I actually live right. You're funny, man. I live right here in Virginia. I'm not far from Wallops. I am Scotch Irish. That is my background. So we might be family, bro. I'm old enough. Maybe I'm your daddy. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Um, no, I'm right here in Virginia. Good old boring American. But Francisco is definitely from like a different planet.
I'm Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic. Yeah, that's a different planet for sure. Yeah, where you guys from, man? Let us know. Let us know. We have a lot of Canadian friends, a lot of Kiwis in here. A lot of guys from New Zealand.
Yeah, there
Love it.
actually is quite a few.
Quite a few.
There's a lot of people on X. They are Rocket Lab investors. Most of them are European. I noticed that most of the investors on X
I'm
are
actually
not even
part
from
of
the
the
US.
European Rocket Lab community. I think it was
What a bit.
Adrian that set it up as a European Rocket Lab community. Yeah.
Also, you guys are better than us, huh? No wonder Peter Beck
Oh,
left
do you know what?
you guys out.
Our
We got a
group's
lot of
pretty
people
old.
right here in Virginia. There's like 4 or 5 guys right here in Virginia.
A lot of
or
Canadians
maybe
too.
Maryland that are right
Yeah,
here
there
close
is a
to
lot
us.
of Canadians, to be fair.
Yeah,
A lot of Canadians.
that
Dave G.
invest.
Dave G's Canadian, right?
Scott, so they
Scott is
G, I
Canadian as well.
think.
Oh, is
There's
Skylo
a few.
Canadian?
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I should know that. That's great.
yeah. You didn't know that?
Lazy Legend says, "I'm trading in a tax-free savings account and my retirement account. The tax sheltered."
Okay.
That's perfect. you know what? I was actually getting worried there when it was like 50 and then trying to buy back in at like 45. I was like, I'll be talking to a financial advisor this Wednesday. Do you know what? Tell them about the Hustle Brothers. Say they are the most useless financial channel going. But they're a good laugh, so always show up. Stepchild crash landed in Louisiana. Vast CNC is Utah. Nerd in the Box says, could we launch solar collectors that make helium free? I'm not talking about mining the moon, just being exposed to the space rays.
I don't know. That's just, I mean, if that was the case, I think they would have been doing that for a long time. I think helium-3 is like on the moon. And I asked it,
You then have to heat the soil to like 700, or it's between 700 to 900 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is Fahrenheit, to just get the gas out. And it's like ultra dilute. It's like 20 parts per billion. So, that'd be Nerd in the Box. If you can find a way to do it, me and you will go up and do it, and we'll make bank.
No, and I asked the guys from what is it, Space Force? What is that company I'm talking about to this guy? But he said that they're not even interested in going to the moon for helium-3. They say nope, we're gonna go get platinum. I'm like, all right, cool. There's more money to that. I don't know.
So then,
Astroforge.
I wanna interview Astroforge. They've been communicating back and forth with us. I really want to get one of them guys on. Lazy Legend says, I first bought in at $7, so I seen 500% gains. Well done, my guy. Vast CNC, the moon is a helium-free collector. SpongeBob says, send a thought to the Kiwis who have more than 50,000 invested in US stocks. We have to pay annual tax on the portfolio value unrealized.
Unrealized? Oh my God, really?
Irrespective of profit or loss.
That is so fucked up. Unrealized?
Unrealized.
They were talking about doing that here in the
so
States.
They can make your money
Kamala said that.
Collapse on you.
Kamala and Biden were saying that. I think that made them lose the elections too. I'm like, unrealized? Nobody's gonna get into that. That's crazy.
Ooh.
I think that.
How would you ever make money? Because you're constantly. But then, if you're paying it unrealized, you may as well just you can swing trade as much as you want, really, because it doesn't really matter. Lazy Legend says, I'll set aside 20% of gains in case of taxes. Look, this is not financial advice whatsoever. However, my understanding is if you're doing it on a tax-free account, I wouldn't worry too much about it. But just make sure with your financial advisor, you'll definitely do it on a tax-free account. But, guys, do you know what? I want the chat to let me know. Did you like this new format? We're talking a lot more to the comments. We're going to go and create news-like videos. They're going to be shorter, more compact. What I'm going to do, I'm going to clip up all our streams as well on the side, so you can get little snippets throughout the week too. I want to start rolling out shorts again, but please smash that like button. It does share us out to 10 more people. And I want to thank you guys, the guys that have made it this far. If you're watching the re-recording of this, it applies to you too. After the stream ends, jump into the comments. We're doing a project. I haven't told the guys about this. I might be doing the solar project if they turn around and say no. But anyone that jumps into the comments after the stream and requests a video, now it has to be Rocket Lab related. We are the Rocket Lab fan club. But request a video on Rocket Lab, we will create a short video for you personally. It'll be there for everyone to see. So look, jump into the comments. Let us know what video you want us to create. It can be fun. It can be serious.
Listen to this.
Go for it.
Listen to this. I got one last one, and I'm just saying that we got a lot of people from New Zealand. But New Zealand, the defense news here in the States just dropped this news that New Zealand just acquired 5 Sikorsky's MH-60 Seahawk helicopters, 2 Airbus 321s, extra large aircraft that are set to uh, respectively replace the Royal New Zealand Air Force 8 Command, whatever they have. I don't know what plane they have. But they're also adding 2 Boeing 757 transport aircraft. Why are they adding 2 757 transport aircrafts? That is kind of crazy. They're adding airplanes and helicopters to their fleet out there. They're investing in their navy, I guess, in the defense. But that's
Nurse Box
pretty
says
interesting to me.
the moon is so far away. Skip the shipping. SpongeBob says Kiwi investments are very mild compared to US stocks. Making money is better. I'll take that tax hit. Joel says, but as a bonus, Kiwis have 0 tax on the stocks they hold long term, as long as not a trader. So I'll take that as a win. Guys.
So what do you think about that? Those news is like it was to, I guess, a decision to increase their critical combat capabilities. Is it? It's good to protect it's good to protect our investment. It's good to protect Rocket Lab over there. That's what I mean. It's news for me. I like it.
Look, I'm not up.
Oh, that is true. Bass, I did know that. Look what he said. He said that Francisco, did you not know New Zealand is the billionaire bunker hub? And I did know that. I actually did a research, and they're saying that if nuclear war like breaks out, New Zealand is where you want to be. New Zealand supposedly is gonna be one of the places that you can survive.
Yeah,
you guys know that. You didn't know that, so we all about to call Peter Beck in case something breaks out. If war breaks out with big nations, you want to go to New Zealand, apparently.
Oh, we have an Australian in here. Pete Armstrong is an Australian with 5,000 shares at 430 average. SpongeBob says, "Lol, yes, it's good enough for Peter Field and James Cameron." Joel says New Zealand Navy might as well be a blow-up boat. So yes, tons more investment needed, but Kiwis are against spending on defense, hence why Rocket Lab catches hate from some Kiwi local.
Yeah. That is true.
Moon mining is refining what was collected. What if we launch regular helium and Victor Von Doom it? Last Cat says, so trust in the Cook's Island is out the window. Guys, this has been Rocket Lab Fan Club. My name's Liam, one of the host brothers here. I've had quite a good time today. It was a great way to finish off the week. Here are my good friends.
Oh, yeah, man. I agree.
Francisco Ramirez. Guys, any final thoughts?
No, man. I mean, I'm happy. We started low in the week. We started picking up yesterday by the closing, right? The last hour. And then we went into with momentum to Friday. And I mean, I think we're gonna keep it going. So I'm happy. I think we're gonna roll into September on the right foot. So I'm actually excited. And remember, we got plenty of news coming next week. Next week is gonna be exciting. So I don't see what people should be selling. 2 big days next week. What do you think, Chris?
Honestly, man, it's Friday. I just want to say thank you to everyone that jumped in here tonight. If you're new, yeah, this is what we do. It's this laid back. I promise you, if you go back, even on a Friday when we're this laid back, I promise you, you'll pick up some gems, some new information. Always do your own research. Never take anything for financial advice. We love having you guys in. We've come really close. If we get that 3,000 mark before the end of the night, it'd be awesome. We are shooting for more. We can't do it without you guys. So thanks for everything. Have a great weekend. I'm about to go and have a few steaks with my daughter, watch a movie, Until tomorrow, after the guys go live, as always on Saturday. Until then, guys, again, thanks for everything. Francisco, as always, thanks for giving us your time. Liam, thank you for hosting. You are the captain of the ship, as always. Love you guys.
Guys, thank you so much for this. On your way out, do smash that like button. Jump in, hit the subscribe button, and also jump into the comments and let us know what video you want us to make. It's going to be an exciting time in RKLB. See you tomorrow, guys.